Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Brimley Games live stream. It is a special one today as we have a huge celebration. We recently hit 100,000 views on the How to Play Lorcana video. So welcome to the live stream. We've got some really cool stuff for you guys. We're going to be giving away some Lorcana cards near the end of the stream. And we're going to do that through some Disney trivia, which I'm excited to share. But more importantly, we're going to get started with a multiplayer game. So here to join us today from the Citizens of Lorcana podcast, we have Jared and James. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for
joining. I am so excited to get to play a multiplayer game of Lorcana with you guys. I heard that you haven't played as much.
Yeah, I honestly haven't done this since Gen Con, so it's been a minute. And I know James likes to win, so we'll see how this goes.
Or does James like to just make sure everyone else has tons of fun playing a multiplayer game?
Let's hope that it's just that you want to win. Well, before we get into the game, let's welcome on, so let's see some of the comments of who we've got. We got Mike Berkey. Thanks for joining the stream. If you haven't followed him on Twitter, he does a lot of Gantu stuff with Lorcana. Dodo Game Studio, thank you so much. Super excited to have you. And Blanky Cat, welcome back from the previous streams. Nice to see you again. Okay, so let's get started with our game of Lorcana. So we're going to pull our playmats up on this side so that you can see what cards we're playing. And then if you have any questions throughout the live stream, leave them here, whether it's from me or Jared or James. We'll answer them as we go. But let's get going from there. Okay, so we did not decide who goes first. I have a dice right here. Are you guys good if I'm 1 and 2, James 3, 4, Jared 5, 6?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, James goes first, and we'll go. It was super random, by the way. So we'll go with James first, and then in order of clockwise on the screen, James, and then me, and then Jared is how we will go.
I saw that eye roll, Jared.
No, I was thinking. I wasn't an eye roll at you. Sorry.
Great, last.
I
get to go last.
I spent a lot of time shuffling before we got on. I realized I only did it twice, so I'll do it a couple more times just so you guys know that I'm not cheating here.
Yeah, I shuffled like a ton last night once I put the deck together finally, and then again today while we were talking, and now just did it. So, all right, here we go.
Well, hey, Steven, thanks for joining. He says, good luck, everyone. We'll see who comes out on top. And then we've got Shell, hello from Scotland. Wow. Hello from Arizona.
Wait, I don't want to show the camera my cards, right? Because then you guys can see what I have.
That would probably be, I mean, for us, I would love to see your cards, but I would probably recommend not doing that. So for anyone who hasn't played Lorcana before this initial stage, we're going to draw 7 cards, and then we get to choose a couple to put back in our deck and pick a couple more that we want, kind of give us a head start. So that's what we're doing right now, and then James will go first whenever he's ready.
I'm mulliganing 5.
5, wow.
I put 4 back.
I'm going to put 2 back.
Because he built a good deck.
Are you playing Ruby Amethyst?
I am not playing Ruby Amethyst. I may have one of those colors, but you'll see. I'm excited. We're gonna figure out what James's colors are first, just so everyone who's watching knows. We have no idea what decks colors each other are playing, so we're in for a surprise as much as each of you are.
Jared's played Sapphire, right?
It's a pretty good guess.
All right. Let's see what I got here. See if I got anything good. All right. We ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Kick us off.
Okay. I'm going to ink the Aladdin.
Okay, he's playing Ruby, guys.
I knew it. Be
And go.
prepared. Here we come.
I don't have a card to play, so go.
Okay, so then I'm going to draw a card. Oh, this is going to be a tough one to ink. Let's ink the small Aladdin. I'm also playing Ruby. And play a Shield of Virtue.
Ugh.
Pass it over to you, Jared.
All right, here we go. I will draw. I'm going to ink Stitch Rockstar.
Okay. Ooh, Stitch Rockstar. So that means it's Amber Sapphire, right?
How'd you know? Here comes a popsicle. All right, draw a card.
So
And pass.
insane. A popsicle. Could not see that
James.
coming.
Yeah,
And
right.
since the cards are a little bit small, if I guess I didn't read mine, but if we want to try to tell the audience what it is, Shield of Virtue allows me to help ready characters later in the game. And Jared, what does Popsicle do?
So Popsicle, when you play it, you get to draw 1 card, and you can banish it to heal 2 damage off of a character.
So good. The question is, do you have Flaversham in there?
That is the question.
Go ahead, James.
All right, draw. Ooh, don't throw the cards. Let's see.
What is James's other color?
Yeah, I think you guys might figure it out now.
You know it's going to be Amethyst.
Really? You think so?
I thought you were teasing some discards, so I'm expecting Emerald. I would love it to be Amethyst. Ah,
Oh, there it is.
Flynn Rider.
I will exert 2 to play the Flynn Rider I just inked. With the ability, when this character is challenged, the challenging player discards a card.
Brutal.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a card. We are going to ink the Queen of Hearts Impulsive Ruler so that I can play a Mouse Armor.
Oh,
And that's
nice.
my other color.
This is going to be hilarious because I'm not going to challenge you ever anyway.
I will. So I'll draw for my turn. I'm going to ink a Rapunzel. Sorry, ready up. I will play a Grammatala, and when she's banished, she goes to the inkwell.
May.
And I will pass to James.
And then we are going to 20 lore is where the game goes. So as we score points, Jared has the counter on his end, and he'll show it between each round to keep us on track for that. So,
all right, I'm going to exert for 2 lore.
But what else?
I'm going to ink the Hypnotize.
Does that mean you're going to play Hypnotize?
And I'm going to exert all 3 to play a Bucky.
Okay.
And another Flynn.
Okay. Perfect.
Is that the 1-cost Flynn there you got?
That is just the 1-cost Flynn with 1/3. And Bucky
Okay.
Oh, no.
has Ward and the ability whenever you play a Floodborn character, each opponent chooses and discards a card.
That is brutal. What is Bucky's stat line?
1/1.
1/1. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of that.
Go ahead.
Pretty sure my grandma can take care of that.
Yeah, but he has Ward, so you can't choose him. So you have to play something that does area damage, or I have to insert him.
That's on you, Brandon.
I know. I'm trying. Okay, so as sad as it is, I've got to ink Beast Selfless Protector. And let's play Shere Khan.
Nice.
We are going to give him resist 1 just in case there's any funny business that goes along. And I will pass the turn to Jared.
All right, I'll ready up. I will draw. Okay, I'm going to ink this Baby Stitch.
Perfect.
I will pay 3 to bring out Mickey Mouse Detective.
Ooh.
And when I play this card, he lets me take the top card from my deck and place it into the inkwell exerted. So now I have 4 ink. I'll quest with Grandma. And at the end of round 3 here, we have James at 2, me at 1, and Brandon at 0. So I'll
Good
pass
old
to James.
0. I will give you guys a heads up. Most of the decks that I build, I have 0 very far into the game, and then I either pop off at the end or I end the game with 0. It's kind of a running joke in my family that I'm always at 0. So just a heads up. Don't be too concerned.
Duly noted.
By the way, James, we've got a comment here asking if Bucky is the Emperor's new groove squirrel.
It is. In fact, his sub name is Squirrel Squeak Tutor.
I'm so glad they added all those cards.
All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to ink the Donald.
You don't want to give us cards? Come on.
And then I am going to spend 3 for Prince John.
Oh.
Brandon, I hope you grab your swords.
I do not. I don't have a lot of the typical steel or ruby stuff you would expect.
And I am going to quest again.
For 2?
For 2. Yep.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So let's go ahead. I know this is a little bit, Jared, this might be a little bit triggering for you. I am going to ink Sad Beast.
One less we have to face later.
I know. I wish I didn't have to, but and I'm going to play Raya Headstrong. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, I can ready this character. She can't quest for the rest of the turn. Let's see. We are going to keep we're going to move the resist over to the Raya, do nothing, and pass it over to you, Jared.
You don't want to take out that Flynn?
I really don't.
All right. Let's see here. So I have 4 ink. I will ink this Grammatala.
Okay.
And I'm going to play all 5. I'm going to bring out a Maximus Bodyguard.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'll bring him out Exerted. I really don't want to attack that Flynn since my grandma can't get rid of him. So Maximus has an ability called Bodyguard. So when you play him, you can play him Exerted, and the opposing, like Brandon and James, will have to attack him before attacking my other characters. So I guess I just quest for 2 here, and I will pass.
And show us the score.
Yeah, we got a question.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Perfect timing. Thank you, Steven.
James has 4. I have 3, and Brandon 0.
Big ol' 0.
Go ahead, James.
Okay. Got 4 ink. I think I will spend 2 of it and shift Flynn Rider onto Flynn Rider. And when I play a Bloodborne, Bucky will make you discard a card, each of you.
Discarding a Ratigan.
Discarding Mickey.
And Prince John's ability is he has Ward Alter, chosen except the challenge. And his ability is whenever your opponent discards 1 or more cards, you may draw cards for each card discarded. So that means I get to draw 2 cards.
That is insane.
And let's see, I did not ink yet this turn, right?
No.
I don't think so.
He did warn us he's going to bring discard shenanigans, I guess.
Right. So I am going to ink this Aladdin.
Okay.
And I am going to... How many cards do you guys have in hand?
I have 2.
I have 3.
Okay.
So
this Flynn Rider's ability is this character gets -1 lore for each card in your opponent's hands. So that means this card is currently 0 lore.
What's the stat line on that Flynn again?
2/3.
2/3. Okay.
But he also has evasive.
Unfortunately.
And I'm going to quest for 2.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Let's draw. Unfortunately, it is not inkable, which is a bummer. Okay. Let's see how we want to do this. So, Maximus's stat line is a 4/5, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit crazy. Let's see if this works. I am going to use my 4 ink to play 2 different cards. I am going to play Charge and Pick a Fight. I am playing both of them on my Raya, who also has -1 from Mouse Armor. So Charge gives +2 Challenger to Raya, so she has 4 attack. It also gives 2 resist, so she has 2 resist plus Mouse Armor, so she has 3 resist. And then Pick a Fight lets me challenge ready characters. So here's where the shenanigans begin. Bucky, I'm going to attack him. Bucky is gone. And because he has resist, no damage, I banished a character so it's readied. And I gain a lore because of Shere Khan. So I have 1 lore. And then I'm going to do the same, and I'm going to take out Prince John.
Question: Does that allow you to choose characters with ward too?
So this is just challenging, and so I'm not choosing them for an effect. The Pick a Fight effect is on Raya.
Yeah, ward only protects from everything except challenge. So
okay,
and then I'm gonna
you get another lore.
Another lore. I'm gonna attack your Flynn, and that means I have to discard a card.
Which Flynn?
The one that is, yeah, I can't attack the other one with evasive, unfortunately. And then you have Maximus. So that's the unfortunate part, because I only have 4 attack. So I can't take him out unless I use Shere Khan, which I don't want to do.
Shere Khan is when challenging or when banishing for earning the lore?
It is when challenging.
Okay.
So I can get another lore. Yeah, let's do that. So it's going to do 4 attack to Maximus. And then that means I have resist 3. So I'd get 1 back.
Yep.
And then I get a 4th lore.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Well, that was fun. What's
very effective?
And does Raya keep that resist?
She keeps the Mouse Armor resist. But the one from Charge is now gone. It's just for this turn.
So what is her stat line now?
Her stat line, she is a 2/3 with 1 resist and 1 damage. So
3 will take her out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to ink Snow White. Sorry, I'm not going to ink a Snow White. I'm going to ink a Hiram Flaversham.
Ooh.
I'm going to play 2 for... Hold on. I need to think here. I'm going to play 5 for this Rapunzel.
Okay.
This Rapunzel says, whenever you remove 1 or more damage from one of your characters, you may draw a card.
Nice.
I will banish the Popsicle to heal 2 damage off Maximus. And I will draw a card with Rapunzel. Now, Raya's kind of an issue. She does 2 damage.
Yes.
But I could take her out. So, yeah, I'm gonna take her with Max.
Okay. Send 2 damage
Maximus up to 4. And then I will quest with Grandma, quest with Mickey, bringing me up to 5. And at the end of my turn, James is 6. I have 5, and Brandon has 4. And I will pass to James.
All right.
Let's see what discard card you got now. Chris was asking what was the card besides charge. It was charge and pick a fight. Charge giving challenger and resist, and pick a fight to challenge ready characters.
Okay.
That was a good play, Brandon.
Thank you. That's the play that I built the deck around. The other, I have the Queen of Hearts that lets me draw a card on challenges. I would have rather had her out than Shere Khan, but so is life.
Yep. So how many cards in hand do you guys have?
0.
I have 3.
Yes, keeping us alive.
I will spend
That Flynn is not very good in multiplayer, is he?
5.
It is not.
By Lucifer. So you have to discard 2 cards, Jared, or 1 action.
I don't have any action, so I guess I'm discarding 2 cards. I'm getting rid of Snow White and Rapunzel, I guess.
Okay.
And then I am questing for 3 because there's only 1 card in all of your hands.
Yes.
That takes you up to 9.
And that is my turn.
Okay, well, I'm at the unfortunate spot where I have to play what I top deck, so let's see what it is. And it's a Raya.
But I have evasive, so I'm fine.
True. And Maximus, what does he have?
So he can take 5 damage, and he's up to 4 right now.
Okay. And how? So James has 9. Jared, do you have 5?
I have 5. You have 4. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hold tight and put this on my Raya. Pass it over to you.
All right, I will ready up my ink here. I will draw for turn. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay 2 to play Gumbo Pot.
Okay.
I will exert to remove 1 damage off of Maximus and draw a card with Rapunzel.
Well done.
And then I will pay 1 for Timon. Timon says when you play this character, you may remove up to 1 damage from chosen character. So I'm going to remove 1 from Max. I'll draw another card with Rapunzel.
Let's say I'm glad you don't have Grand Pabby out on board yet.
I know, I'm digging. I'm going to play another Mickey here.
Oh my
and
there it
He
goes.
lets me add 1 to my inkwell.
There goes the Grand Pabby.
And I'm praying. I know. Should I be like Shane and Peak? Just teasing.
Yeah.
I'm praying that you guys don't have Be Prepared. So I will quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going up to 10.
Nice.
Incredible.
So that puts James at 9, me at 10, and Brandon at 4. And I will pass to James.
James,
I have 1 card in hand.
You have how many?
I have 1 card in hand.
And Brandon has 0?
0.
What do I want to do?
So how much lore do you have on board, Jared?
2, 4, 6, 7.
7.
Nice.
James has 5 because Flynn quests for 3. And I've got 2.
What do we want to do?
The last time I played multiplayer with James, I got up to 18, 19 lore both times and lost. So Here we are. Let's see what people's... How many cards do you have in hand, James?
I have 4.
Okay. You are not hurting.
No, he's not. I think that's the biggest downside with my deck is if I get the Queen of Hearts out, I have like 12 cards in hand. And if I don't get her out, I'm stuck at 0 for most of the game.
Right.
I'm going to ink this Donald.
Oh, I thought you were going to give us cards.
And then I am going to spend 4 for another Flynn.
Oh my gosh.
And then I am going to quest for 5.
Wow.
That brings you up to 14.
That's
And
my
we
turn.
don't really have any way to deal with your Flins.
No, I have some evasive in my deck, but I haven't been able to pull it yet, unfortunately.
So that means James wins next turn if we can't take care of him.
Unless you get a lot of draw.
So you're at 15, James?
14.
He's at 14.
14? Oh, man. What's Lucifer's stat line?
He's just a 2/2.
2/2? Okay.
I assume he's going to die. But
We'll put resist on Mouse Armor, on Raya, challenge into Lucifer. I will take 1 damage in the challenge, and I get Allure from Shere Khan.
Got it.
And then, what is Maximus's damage at?
He's at 2, so he can take 3 more.
3 more.
not enough with Raya.
No.
Darn it.
Okay. We're getting to the end of the game here. Shere Khan is going to challenge into Maximus.
Okay.
So banishing both of them, I gain Allure. And then what cards do you have in play that are exerted?
So Grammatala is at 1/1, Mickey's at a 1/3, and Rapunzel's at a 0/6.
Okay, let's take out your Grammatala, allowing you to then get it into your Inkwell, see if we can pull something off against James. And then your Mickey is a 1/3.
Yes.
We will deal 2 damage to Mickey. I get no damage in because of Mouse Armor. And then I'm going to play LeFou. Allows me to ready. And then I will attack Mickey and finish the job.
Brandon, I'm just saying, if you leave him on here, I can draw a card.
Ah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Your
No worries.
Rapunzel is exerted.
I'm just trying to get as much value out of my deck as I can because I am going to lose this game really fast. And then I will pass the turn over to you, Jared.
Okay, I need a Grandpappy or Hades or a Let It
Ooh,
Go.
Hades would be great.
Don't forget to ready your gumbo pot.
Gumbo Pot.
And just a note for those who are watching, when this multiplayer game ends, we're going to have some Disney trivia. And those who get the Disney trivia right, we have some Lorcana cards that we're giving away. So be sure to stay tuned for that after the multiplayer game.
So, Brandon, you have... Do you have anybody exerted?
I have no one exerted.
James has nobody exerted?
He has one, but it's yeah.
Well, that's not... I drew the card I needed.
Oh, no!
But I can't attack anything here.
Jared, how many cards do you have in hand?
I have 2.
Okay.
That's true.
And how many do you have, Brandon?
I have 0. So if he'll be able to quest for 4, he'll get up to 18.
This is
So,
true.
But he doesn't have any goats because he's not playing
But
Amethyst.
James, I know you. You're playing my games. You're going to like drop a Lucifer or something.
He does have discards, so.
It's Brandon, you should have left my Mickey on board so I could have drawn another card. Anyway,
I should have.
I guess my only play I've got now is to quest for 4. I will hold on to my 2 cards, my 2 cards. So the score right now is James 14, me 14, and Brandon at 7.
I am half the man that you guys are. Just saying.
All right. Let's see what happens here.
How many cards do you have, James?
3 cards.
Oh, that's not good. He's got options.
He's got options.
Also, just want to shout out, Steven, thank you so much for keeping the score in the chat. Super helpful for everyone watching. So thank you so much.
I am going to spend all 6.
What do you have that costs 6? Daisy?
For a Daisy. Daisy says when this character quests, each opponent chooses and discards a card. And then for the other 2, I will play Lady Tremaine, which I don't think does anything right now. But when you play this character, each opponent with more lore than you loses 1 lore. And I don't
Okay.
think anyone has more lore than me.
Well,
And then I will quest for 4. 2 each because Jared has 2 cards in hand.
Okay.
Gotcha.
My turn?
Yep.
Let's see what I get. The best top deck of all. Shield of Virtue. Okay, we're going to ink Shield of Virtue. Oh, man.
I have lethal on board.
Yes, you do. I can't attack
Jared's
any of
pretty
your
close
stuff.
too.
Unless you've got ready a fight or pick a fight.
I do not, unfortunately.
But even still, James would have lethal on board.
Let's see. I am going to just missing double digits, but I'm going to get up to 9 lore. Get 2 more right here. Oh, and then I'm going to use Shield of Virtue, and I'll ready Raya because I can. Because I have ink to spare.
There you go. Well, wait.
Okay.
Shouldn't you? Oh, wait, no, because you wanted. Yeah, I was going to say you should have the resist on the
Who has resist?
I moved it to LeFou. LeFou's a 2/2.
He's a 2/2. Okay, I can work with that. I'll draw for turn. Let's see how much I have. 7, 8. I have 8 in the inkwell. I'm gonna bring out Grandpappy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I guess we attack Mickey into LeFou.
Okay, so I get no damage.
Right.
Perfect.
I will also. I only have 1 gumbo pot.
That heals 2.
Doesn't gumbo pot heal multiple characters?
Remove 1 damage from up to 2 chosen characters.
So run Rapunzel
Okay.
into.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rapunzel's also going into.
She's a 0/6, right?
What's that?
She's a 0/6.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get an extra willpower because I got
No.
-1 damage?
No.
I will exert Gumbo Pot and trigger Grandpappy to get 4 lore.
Does Gumbo Pots say heal up to 2 on 2 characters?
Oh, you're right. It's just 1.
It's just 1.
My bad.
And that means Grandpappy earns you how much
4
more?
lore. 2 each. 4 lore. He's at 18. And
then 19.
Moon quest for 1. Oh my gosh, 19.
It's gonna happen again, Jared.
All right. So at the end of the game, this is what I had. James 18, me 19, Brandon. You said you were at 9, but I had you at 8. He's at 9. Okay.
That's either way.
And I will
ride us off
James.
into the sunset, James. Take us home.
Let's see what happens here.
I have 2 cards in hand. Thank you very much.
0 cards.
Oh, I didn't draw 2 off of Rapunzel. Oh well, wouldn't have made a difference.
No, because I had the 2 from. I'd have enough with the other 2.
Wait. Hold on. I want to see if I would have drawn a popsicle.
Go ahead.
Oh.
No, I didn't. But look, check this out. I drew a Dingle Hopper. Heal 1 damage. But
you win.
I don't know, James. I did pass it off to you, so
no. I mean, we can call it a win.
The healing deck has taken it home.
Well, that was very kind of you.
That's a win with an asterisk, though.
There we go. I'll take it. My first multiplayer win.
I think that means that we might have to have you guys back on in the future and have a rematch.
I think so. So I was just going to goof off and make you discard a card each with my Tremaine and then win.
Ooh.
Yeah. You do like to have fun, don't you? Well, I have to shout out Mike. He's the one that gave me that deck list, and he was coaching me this morning on it. I mean, James, we talked about this in our last podcast. I usually don't build a deck until the day before.
Mm-hmm. Same. Yeah,
and I texted Mike this morning. I was like, "You got to walk me through how to make this deck work."
is that Mike Berkey?
Yes, Mike Berkey.
Cool. I built a version of this deck a week ago when we first were like planning to be on, and then I just kind of updated it throughout the week, did a little bits here and there. This is a 70 card deck. I'll actually send you the deck list. But it's a 70 card deck with like 30 uninkables.
30 uninkables?
30 uninkables, but 54 of the cards cost 4 or less.
That is living on the edge, my friend.
The life of an Emerald player.
Yeah, I just wanted to have some fun, see if it would work, and it almost did.
It almost did. If you weren't so kind and gracious, let me draw those 2 cards.
I will say this, Raya, quick story. I was playing in a 5-player multiplayer game. I was able to pull these cards out one turn. So I had Raya. She had 6 Challenger, and she had 5 Resist, and she could attack players that were readied. I cleaned the board. So it was a be prepared without losing my characters, and it was such a fun combo to pull off. So
pick a fight. Does that last for the duration of the whole turn, or does that only let you choose one character?
It's choose one character, but for the duration of the turn, they can challenge any ready characters.
Oh, okay. I got
you.
So
then, because of Raya's ability, I could then pop back up and clean it up.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That's awesome. See, and that's the thing is that combo just doesn't make it into the meta. And
no, there's no way at all.
And it's interesting because it worked so well. I mean, obviously you stalled out because I was making you get rid of all the cards you wanted to use. But still, it's pretty fun that, there's so many different combinations you can do in this game that work. It just depends on what games you're playing. Like, I think it was the Hartford 5K that just last weekend, the guy built his deck. It was Amethyst Steel. And he built it because he knew almost everyone was playing Ruby Amethyst or a version of aggro. And it was tuned specifically for both of those. And he swept. So, I mean, it's like, you can do it. You just have to, put the work in to build that deck and play test and just get your reps in and all that kind of stuff.
Amethyst just makes everything else so much more consistent with the card draw.
Speaking of good cards, you guys see that Chernobog that just got dropped today?
Oh, yeah.
Insane.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Is this a card that's going to make challenging worthwhile?
I don't know.
So that one,
I want a Chernobog in my puppy deck. Throw all the puppies at people.
That's actually hilarious. 56 puppies and 4 Chernobog.
But so what's happening though is the Chernobog cycles your characters back into your deck. So after they start getting cycled, are they zombie puppies?
Oh, there you go.
I don't think the art will change on the cards, but we'll go with that.
Someone can make some alternate arts there.
I'm sure somebody's on it already.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, so let's get into the trivia. We have 5 trivia questions and 5 different giveaways. Here's how this is going to work. We are going to start with the Lion King. So we have a foil Mufasa and a foil Simba, and then a Timon, which helped win the game for Jared, Scar, and Hakuna Matata. I have a Lion King themed trivia question, and that's how all of these are. Themed cards that fit in with the trivia question. I'm putting a link in the description or in the comment section below right here, and it's also in the description. If you go to this form, it will allow you to enter your name, your email, so we can contact you if you win for your address to ship it to, and then you're going to put your answer. First person with the correct answer is going to win these cards. And then if you don't get one of the 5, if you answer any of the questions, we have a final giveaway that I'm going to do random. So anybody who answers that doesn't win one, they're going to get a set of 4 Peter Pan themed foil cards. So give it a shot. If you don't get your trivia right, you still have a shot to win some cards. And my question is, what is James doing over there?
I'm separating out my cards so people can see the cards that were in my deck.
So people can see the cards in the second place deck. With an asterisk.
Best 2 out of 3. That's silver medal, folks.
Hey,
here's my flounder I carry with me everywhere.
There we go. Okay, so is everybody ready with the link to the question? And we'll get started with the Lion King card in a second once everybody's ready. And just so everyone knows, we have these questions are coming from the Disney trivia game. So I went through and pulled out ones for these different ones. So we're going to get started with the Lion King. Jared and James, if you'll wait to say the answer until we get the first place, and then I'll have you guys answer, see if you can get it as well. Okay?
Sounds good.
Perfect. So the question is, in the 1994 film The Lion King, what are the names of the 3 hyenas who act as Scar's henchmen? So the names of the 3 hyenas. And I have on the other screen, I can see when the response is submitted. So when we get it in there, we will then go from there.
Easy for 90s kid.
Aloysius, Ulysses, and Rhonda.
Wow, that's pretty close. Okay.
By default, James loses.
By default. Okay, so we have an answer from Steven and an answer from Chris. Okay, so we've got Chris with the correct answer. Steven, you were right. You did get 2 out of the 3. Very close. Let's see if Jared and James have the correct answer before we reveal what Chris got.
I only know 2 as well. I can only
Congratulations, Chris, on getting that one right.
So what is it, Jared? Because I'm not. I only
well, now I'm questioning, but I'm pretty sure it's Eddie, Shinzai, and Bonsai. Shinzi and Bonsai.
Shenzi, Ed,
yes,
Bonsai?
Ed, Shenzai, and Bonsai.
I didn't remember Bonsai.
So
I butchered
congratulations
their names. Jeez.
to Chris. You will be taking home these wonderful Lion King cards. So I'll be reaching out to you by email to get your address. Okay, let's try number 2. And if you get the same one right, we will default to someone who gets it second to pass the wealth around. But if you're the only one that gets it right, you can take multiple home. And yes, Shell, you also did. Chris, yes, congratulations. And Shell, yes, you did get it right as well. Just slightly behind Chris. Chris is a little trigger happy. So if you reload your form, you'll have to re-enter your name and email, but then get ready for this next one. We are doing Aladdin. So I have a foil Aladdin, foil Jafar, and then Abu, Genie, and Jasmine. So that is what we will be taking home here. And, okay. Is everybody ready with the giveaway form? I guess we'll talk about some of the new card reveals while we wait for you guys to reload that. So Chernabog, you guys were talking about any other ones that came out in the last 2 days that you guys have been super excited about?
The Magicka Dispel cards are amazing. I mean, not just for the ability, but the art is insane on those cards.
True. Yeah, I'm hoping that they will be like Grand Pabby, where it's like a phenomenal card, but because it's uninkable and 7 cost, people won't play it in the one-on-one meta, and so that it's cheaper for me to pick up a couple copies because I really want to get those cards.
Well, I mean, it's a combo dependent card. I mean, you really want to play with Scrooge's Lucky Dime, but either you're gonna have to pay 7 to get the dime out, and then shift Magicka or whatever. Like, it's not going to be an easy thing to do.
Agreed. And then I was thinking the other one that might be more frequently happening is Eye of the Fates.
Yeah.
Because you could get 4 from Eye of the Fates and add another lore from Eye of the Fates, so get 5 out of it.
Right. I don't think that trying to get all the way up to the 7 of the coin is necessarily going to be the best move. I think it's getting it out on 5 with shifting and then just spamming multiple items. So even if your opponent has like a Benja or item removal, they don't get rid of all of them. And every turn she gets some lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to go in my item Tamatoa deck for sure.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you can banish a character with Scrooge and get that lucky dime out,
yeah,
that'd be crazy. Okay, we're gonna get ready with the Aladdin question. So here is the Aladdin question for these cards. We've got in Aladdin, who does Genie turn into an elephant? Who does Genie turn into an elephant? And Jared and James, if you want to rank this, where would this fall on your Disney Jeopardy scale? Is this a 100 question, a 300 question?
it's like 200 or 300 point, isn't it?
I would say 150.
150. Okay, we've got a couple responses. So first off, and winning this one is going to be Stephen Gettle. Congratulations. Okay, Jared James, what's the answer?
I know it, right? It's should I go?
Yeah, go.
Is it a boo?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Okay, so Steven, you will be taking these ones home. And then Chris and Shell also correct. Thank you for answering. Woo! Aladdin cards for the win. Okay, reset the forms. We've got Y Breezy's favorite, Cusco. It's not that Cusco, but it is a Cusco. So we've got a foil Cusco and Pacha. And then we've got an Yzma, Work Together, and Kronk with an Emperor's New Groove themed question.
Aladdin was the best. That was a good movie.
Oh yeah. I'm really excited with the new cards that have been revealed. Some of my favorites are the Robin Hood cards. I have been loving the Robin Hood card reveals, and I can't wait to make a Robin Hood deck.
I love that we finally have a Maid Marian. Just wish she was a little better.
Yeah.
Because we, at least for set 2, the challenging deck, the challenging just didn't really happen in set 2. And that's the thing with Chernobog too. Like, you really have to have a challenging matters meta for Chernobog to work.
True. Or just
your board gets to be prepared.
Yeah. unless you play it with Emerald and play that Ursula and just keep putting that Ursula, because that Ursula is going to keep cycling. If you play the Chernobog a few times, you just keep playing that Ursula. Keep getting rid of all those songs.
That's gonna be an interesting, like, it's a secondary to Mufasa, like just like some really weird card shenanigans.
James, now you have my wheels turning. Like, play Part of Your World to get Ursula back out.
Ooh.
Play Hades to get Ursula back out.
Right.
Play Snow White Well-Wisher. Like, wow.
Are you guys saying the 7-cost Ursula or whatever that, like?
No, the new Emerald 2 cost that allows you to see your opponent's hand and vanish in action or whatever.
I'm excited to see how that one shakes up the Be Prepared Whole New World decks.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it definitely. I think that card alone is going to get Emerald played more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into the question. So we have Emperor's New Groove. In the race to the palace in the Emperor's New Groove, who arrives first? Okay, while we're waiting, Jared James, what level of question is this?
Do you know this one, James?
I don't think I do. What was
I don't think I do either.
Who arrives
in the race
first?
to the palace? Who arrives first?
I mean, I'd do some joke like the guy on the moped.
Yeah, I don't know. This is probably going to the 400 or 500 territory.
Okay.
For me, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I like Emperor's New Groove a lot, and this one took me a minute just thinking of it, but once you realize what it's talking about, it's like, oh, I think I got this. Okay, so we've got 2 answers in here. First off was Steven, who got it correct, but already won. And then second, congratulations, Shell. You got it correct. Shell is taking home the Emperor's New Groove cards here. And so since you guys didn't know the answer, I'll read it here. Kronk and Yzma. So when they're racing back to the palace, and then they get there like, how'd you get here first? And then Kronk says, by all accounts, it doesn't make sense. It's talking about that.
I remember that.
Congratulations. Okay, so we've got 2 more, and then we'll do our final. At this point, we have been having Steven, Chris, and Shell answering all of these ones. So you've all won, and if whoever gets first out of these ones, unless we have someone new, is going to take it home. So you can win multiple, just letting you know. Okay, we have Frozen. I know James is going to be excited about this one. We've got a Smash foil, Elsa Gloves off foil, and then supplemental Anna, Olaf, and Kristoff.
So is that the original or the errata foil on that Elsa?
I don't know. What was the errata?
Okay, you see the tree right above the horse's, right above and to the right of the horse's eye?
Oh, yeah,
no, break in the tree.
There is a break.
Yeah, then that's the original.
Okay.
They fixed the art on the reprint.
They did, really. Okay, well then apparently this card is then worth more. Thank you, James. Let's see who takes it home. So we're gonna get ready with the question now. So pull up your responses. We've got, what Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale inspired the movie Frozen? Again, Jared and James, your Disney Jeopardy ranking.
I think this one's a medium at least, right? A 300.
Yeah.
And then at least a 300. Just depends on the day. And also we tailor sometimes the questions to how we know the person, how much Disney they know. So some days this would be a 300, some days this would be a 500.
Unless it's Eric from the Gamer, then we just give him 1,000 questions.
That's the way to do it.
1,000-point questions.
Okay. We have the answer from Shell, Steven, and Chris. And Shell got it first. Congratulations, Shell. James and Jared, do you know what the answer is?
I know James does. It's either the Snow Queen or the Ice Queen. Is that the name of it?
Pretty sure it's the Snow Queen.
It is the Snow Queen.
Okay. So
congratulations, Shell. Double duty there with the Frozen and the Emperor's New Groove. Also, Dodo Game Studio, very close with the Ice Queen. Also, let me comment the form again so that you can enter on the next one. Let me pull this up, get the link. Okay, so then, so the link's in there. You'll enter your name and your email address so we can contact you for getting your address to send it out. And then you'll enter the question. Okay, this is the final question, and then we'll get into the giveaway for anyone who participated. Okay, any guesses on what movie it is, Jared and James?
Let's see. I don't know.
Snow White?
I'm going to guess 101 Dalmatians, just because I got puppies on my mind.
If it was set 3, 100%. We'll have to do another one with those. It is Moana.
Nice.
I'm excited for this one. We've got Moana foil, Tamatoa, baby Tamatoa foil, a Maui, a Grammatala, and one of my favorite cards from set 2, Hey Hey Persistent Presence. That's one that I should bring in a future one. We'll get that one in a future multiplayer because he can be pretty annoying bringing him back.
We just got one that from from here also that's a persistent Pua, right?
Yeah.
I am so excited for that one.
But Pua goes back to your deck, right?
Which is still fine. I mean, it's still just sticking around. I mean, basically, with that in the Chernobog, they essentially have just made mill almost impossible.
Okay, we've got a couple people in the chat as well. So if you go to the link, get that ready. We're gonna do the trivia question first to get it right. If it's someone new, then they will get these cards right here, and then we'll get into the final giveaway. So yeah, do you, from your perspective, I haven't played much one-on-one, and I haven't played at any league play. Do you think Chernobog or the puppies, or what are some of these cards you think are actually going to make it into the one-on-one meta?
I'm a puppy believer. I think there's a chance for puppies.
Yeah. I mean, obviously no one's going to, the 99 puppies isn't going to become meta, but with what we've seen so far with Pongo and some of the other stuff, I think that they're going to make something where puppies matter.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Perdita card for sure. See what her ability is.
Yeah. And I think that with the reveal of the Jolly Roger and that John Silver, I think that we finally see that there's a path to locations where everyone's like, I don't know, locations are kind of like, is it going to work? And I think we see a path now where it can work.
So tell everybody what the Jolly Roger does, James, and tell people what locations are, just in case they don't know.
I don't have the Jolly Roger in front of me to remember it, but it's you can move pirates there for free, and it's
a one drop.
It's just a one drop. It doesn't have any lore though, which is kind of.
But it also gives your pirates rush. So you move them there for free.
No, it gives all characters rush that are there.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, all characters, and you can move pirates for free. So like you can play that on turn 1. On turn 2, you can play any pirate like a 1-drop hook or anything, and they immediately have rush and 3 attack because they have challenger as well. So good. Lots of good stuff. And it costs 1, right? So I mean, later in the game, if someone banishes it because it only has 5 willpower, later in the game when you want to play a Jim Hawkins at 5, I think he's a 5-drop, and he can play a location for free and move to it immediately. So basically, Jim Hawkins can get that out and move himself there, and then rush into something immediately because he's a 4/4. So
that's true. Yeah, I'm excited to see where that one lands. The Jolly Roger was a really cool reveal.
That's the first location that really kind of makes sense for me. Like, okay, I can see why you'd want to play this.
Yeah. I mean, Tiana's Palace, too. I mean, that one with, your characters can't be challenged. It's in Amber, so, I mean, you kind of want your characters to be challenged so you can be healing them. But that means that allows you to go into them instead of waiting for them to attack you, so you can pick the targets.
True. Perfect. So let's do the last trivia question from Moana. Okay. This question is, what is the name of the group of pirate bandits who try to steal the heart of Te Fiti in Moana? Jared and James, if you were building your podcast one, where would this one fall in the ranking of Disney Jeopardy?
I think we did do this one. I'm pretty sure it was in the middle.
I know James and I, we were both nodding our heads, like we got this right away. But I think I don't know. Yeah, this might be a middle one. I think so. I can just hear Dwayne Johnson's voice say it, say the name of these people so distinctly. It's stayed with me ever since I first saw it.
Yeah. Speaking of, they announced Moana 2, and then they announced that they're still going forward with live action Moana. What are your thoughts on seeing The Rock in live action as Maui?
I can't wait to see what he looks like with hair.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's true. That's going to be weird.
Yeah,
that's not my only thought
for the movie, but that's the one thing I'm excited to see. I want to see what it looks like.
and honestly though, I can't wait to see the tattoos on him move around.
Yes.
I think that just be so cool because then it's it's
James,
pretty cool.
This is like locations for me. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Oh no, it's
Could
probably
be good.
Gonna be,
Could be very terrible.
Yeah, could be. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see.
And as far as Moana 2, like I loved the first Moana,
Yeah.
but it felt like a complete story, kind of like the first Frozen. So I'm just curious to see
Where the next
how
one
they
goes.
justify a new story. Yeah.
True. Okay.
Well, apparently, I read the details, and it was supposed to be a TV show that they're like, oh, let's just make a movie instead.
Yep. Yeah, like the Tangled show. Okay, we have our questions and we have our winner, Jared and James. What is the answer?
1, 2.
Wait, no. Let me answer.
No, I was gonna say we'll do it together.
No, it's the Apple Dumpling Gang.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, he does say that. You're right.
No, go ahead, Jared.
The Kakamore.
Correct, the Kakamora. So we have this one going to Doo Games Studio. Congratulations. And we also had some people who answered this one that didn't answer other ones. So we will add those into the final giveaway that is not trivia based on these Peter Pan cards. So I will pull up those names and we're going to do the wheel of names, spin it around and see who gets it. Okay, so let's...
I feel like we need a Peter Pan trivia still, just because.
Okay, just for fun, Jared, James, if you have one, go for it.
I didn't say I had one. I remember asking James what the name of the dog in Peter Pan was. That's one that sticks with me.
I remember that because I just read the card recently. Like, what is their last name? I mean, we've had questions like, what is the
That's true.
name? What is Wendy's last
What's
name?
Wendy's last name? Yeah.
And what's the dog's name? And what's some other ones that we have? Let's see.
Which hand is Hook's hand on?
Right. Which
Correct.
hand?
Nana. Oh yeah, which?
Poor Nana.
It's the left hand, right?
I'm pretty
Correct.
sure. Yeah.
Because Wendy corrects the boys and says it's on the left hand. Okay. I have it ready. So I'm going to share my screen here so you guys can see the fabulous wheel of names. Okay, we're going to spin it. Anyone has a chance to take home the Peter Pan ones. Chris, you win the Peter Pan ones. Congratulations. Okay,
That's
well,
awesome.
thank you so much, everyone, for joining. For those who won, we'll get an email out to get your address and send you these wonderful cards. Jared and James, appreciate the multiplayer game. It was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
I had a good
Okay,
time.
well-
It was actually funner than I thought it was going to be.
And it worked out better than I thought on the screens and webcams
Yeah.
and stuff. Before you guys go, if you want to plug where people can learn more about Lorcana through your guys' social medias, that'd be great.
I guess I'll go first. I'm everywhere at Dan Regal, just like it says on the screen. You can find me basically on all social medias. And I'll let Jared do our podcast, The Citizens of Lorcana.
Yeah, so we're on YouTube at Citizens of Lorcana. You can find us on the podcasting platform of your choice, Apple, Spotify, all of the above. And you can also, I have an account on the website formerly known as Twitter that is also Citizens of Lorcana. And last I checked, it's 4 people away from 5,000 followers. So
Wow.
almost there.
Almost.
Well, let's send a couple people here over there and push you over the 5K. It's a super exciting celebration you're going to have for that. I wonder how many flounders you're going to give away.
Right? Well,
5,000 flounders?
So like
Well-
flounders, everyone. Flounders everyone.
Here's the thing. I looked on TCG Player. Flounders are going for like 5 cents. And there's 900 flounders up for sale on TCG Player. So it only cost me $45 to buy all the flounders.
It's not
Can
bad.
you imagine just a run on the flounders?
It was like, what do I? Oh no! And then Flounder becomes like a $5 card.
Hey, maybe that's how you fund the future growth of the Citizens of Lorcana podcast, through floundering.
Corner the market on Flounder.
There we go. I like it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully we can do more streams like this in the future, and we will see everyone later. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.